Let's not care about anybody else but themselves. Well, welcome back. Smart with Little Rascal Reseller. It's been a kind of a different week on eBay. I had some issues with my business policies, shipping policies. I started cleaning them up and I noticed they're starting to duplicate. And so I called in, got transferred, was on hold for 45 minutes. I could have hung up after 15. I just wanted to see what was going to happen. I called again, same thing. Oh, let me transfer to the department. Yes. So it's just kind of a little bit frustrating. If you, this is the technical issue I'm having. When I try to delete, it says I have a listing connected to it, which you can see 0 next to the policy, and it says it can't delete. The reason I'm doing this was I've had a couple of issues with international shipping recently, and Brazil's changed their laws, France has changed their law, or UK's changed their laws. You have to have, the seller, the buyer has to have a tax license number, and there's just so many new rules, and I'm starting to get, middle of the night questions about, oh, my item is not stuck in customs, and so I got like 2 items in customs right now, totaling like $200, and I just said to myself, I go, man, if I lose these items, it's like $300 to $400 this year using Pirate Ship. So I turned it off. I can't do it. We're barely surviving. I've had to cut, I've cut my bills down to $450 this month. The cats aren't eating wet food anymore. They're just eating dry food, and I put one of my cars in maintenance storage, so I don't have to pay the taxes on it. I cut my food bill, I cut my cell phone, went to Mint Mobile, I cut my Spectrum. If anyone's using Spectrum, check your bill. If they have a home phone onto your bill, you're paying an extra $20, and 90% of they just automatically put you on the fastest internet. That's another $20. So I was able to get $45 off there, and it's just like, and then my rent notice was going to be another $100 increase this year. So it's just getting harder living in Orange County, California. I've done more cuts. It's really, I turned off my YouTube account where I got free commercial free, and you go, there's a list. I just don't, remember reselling being this difficult on eBay. And then this really pissed me off. This just recently, yesterday. I called back a week after I was put on hold, and I'm hearing people laughing in the background. Those the gatekeepers, and you can tell their knowledge isn't that good. I hate to say it. You're having to just describe and explain 2 or 3 or 4, sometimes 4 times before they kind of grasp it. And when they grasp it, they tell you they're going to transfer you to the shipping policy department. And when you get transferred, you hear the same people laughing. So now you got them lying to us. And the person that was answering the questions and helping me had no more knowledge than the person before that. So that was pretty much the dagger. I can live with their enhancements. I can live with some of their price increases. And I just can't live with somebody lying to your face. And I got a little upset. Obviously, I probably got a little bit more upset because I'm passionate with what I do. I find collectibles, I think, I had never had any problem selling over the years, and now they're not getting views. When you search Google, you can't even find them. And it makes me wonder if all these people ending and reselling similar is pissed off Google and they've just completely blocked eBay listings. I mean, I used to see 7 to 8 listings of eBay in a search, and now you're seeing one maybe on the bottom of the page. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that could be going wrong here. But to have someone tell you that you're transferring to a department and then having someone else with a little bit more knowledge and not even the department, that's straight out. That's unethical. It makes me wonder, what do I do? Well, like I said, some people are saying by a year they're going to be 70% less involved in eBay, and I'm going to be the best reseller I possibly can. Maybe not so much an eBayer. And what I plan on doing is I've been searching antique malls with containers, little windows where people can't just pocket things. And I found 3 of them in Orange County that within Google search, finding photos of things that could match the type of products I sell. But if eBay's slowing down, those places are going to be picking up. So I'm really a little frustrated right now. I made it to my goal. I've done so much to prevent eBay from sinking me. I've changed my shipping. I'm shipping every 3rd day. I turned off in my preferences. I don't work on Friday. So I ship 1 day a week now. Did my sales change? No. I'm still getting the same amount I was when I was shipping every day. I try to net $500 by Friday, and my draw is on Tuesday, so if I'm lucky, I'll get $700 or $800 net. I made it this week. The last 2 were the worst ever. $300, $400 draws net, and I'm like, I gotta make $600 a week just to cover. So I have to really sit back. This week I've made my net. Obviously, gross is different. That's shipping cost and everything included. But I know what I need to make, and it's just been really, it's really disheartening to hear the same person laugh in the background. And we're calling in like, please help. It's not like we're having technical issues. We're having financial issues. We're having bills pile up, debt to pay, and you got support laughing in the background at a joke or not even like related to the situation. How do you think that makes us feel? And then to being lied to and hearing the same person laugh. What, the department is now in the same call center? I just have lost so much trust as a seller on eBay. So I've been saying this for a while, But now I'm acting. I'm taking my own control. I'm building my own reselling business. You know, I've tried having my own website. Got stuck in paying more prices on images and having too many products. And come on, lady. Come on, you gotta drive. We're getting on a freeway driving 45 miles an hour. Sorry. Brings me back to Alabama Picker. He used to go crazy on people. Anyway, I was just very disheartening, and I wish even the gatekeepers have a little passion. I mean, they're having a hard time just understanding, but and that's not, you know, it's not by their fault. It's not their fault. You know, and then you get all these takedowns and narrows and counterfeit claims, and it's almost like they don't even want us on this platform anymore. So I need a vent. And so now what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to open up a small booth at an antique shop that has somewhat of a secure location that I don't feel like I can lose too much items during the month. Just to... Oh, Tesla. You're kidding me. 2 inches off my ass, and then... Anyway, to get rid of some of these smaller items, I've been doing local pickup. This week I made $385, sold 2 items. I made the same amount of money working all week long on eBay, on Facebook Marketplace. I sold a guitar, and I sold an elephant concrete 3-tier water fountain, and both of them were vintage. Both of them were in good shape. Customer showed up. There's a lot of tricks to get them to show up, but I'm now going to be listing a lot more art, larger items there. I'm going to find an antique booth that I can sell the smaller jewelry, little trinkets there, and I'm going to, and the last area is I want to find a flea market, like a Pasadena antique store, flea market they have once a month, or the Long Beach antiques, vintage antique. I don't know the proper name that they're calling them, but I'm doing research, and I'm not quite ready to do that. I gotta actually walk around and kind of feel it out, see what's being sold, and you know, I have a warehouse. I got a quarter of the warehouse filled with my death pile, and it was all supposed to be for eBay. So now I'm gonna open up the gateway and find different avenues to make money, and it's not eBay's, you know, it's not the employee's fault. It's the path of eBay. If they're targeting brands and they want to have big brands come online and push out the used items and the lower cost value items, that's fine. But at least tell us. Don't program us to list thousands and thousands and thousands of listings and then suddenly change directions and not tell anybody. I mean, I know there's policies and gray zones and trade secrets and all sorts of things that go involved in this whole game, but I know that the earning call is like 47 days away, and if this is the worst month we've ever had, and I'm not the only seller, we're talking about, I mean, almost every YouTuber I watch is struggling with something on eBay and talking about cross-listing, and I'm not going to cross-list. That's going to, it's the worst scenario at the end if I have to. And might be something I do. I did it before. I just didn't. Having one item and then showing another item and another. What is Google gonna think about that? You know, like you get the same items. We're not going to show both of them, so it's actually going to take away from one platform or the other. So I just think this whole cross-listing thing is, even though you might get 15 sales a week out of these different platforms, you know, I just don't think it's worth the effort. I'd rather merchandise an antique booth and get out and socialize and be the best I can be as a reseller. And I'm really just, you can tell I'm just trying to get away from being negative. It's been 2 years of this crap. I can bash this guy, but I just decide not to. There's so many bad decisions. Search similar within your own listing. The person who went to your listing paid for, we're paying a promotion, and now you're going to direct them away from our listings. I mean, there's so many bad decisions. And that just completely tells me that you're not interested in growing small companies, growing small sellers. It's just money. It's all about the money. It's almost like the mafia, and someone should be investigating the RICO charges, because it's a lot deeper than this issue. Is a lot deeper. They're now lying to your face. They're misleading you. There's no way to get answers. There's just too much of this crap. So yeah, if you were to think of the mafia, this is how I feel. Like that's the company I work for now. That's horrible. That's a horrible feeling. So I'm making changes again. I keep saying I'm making changes. Well, I'm listing on Facebook Marketplace, local pickups. You know, items gonna be there. Come at your own convenience. Text me when you get close. You know, I have a generic message for every. Is it still available? You know, I have a generic copy paste. Really upbeat. Come pick it up anytime during the week. I'm around. Just text me. I'll give you my address number. I mean, I give them the cross streets, so it's like you got the address, but now you got the cross streets. So it seems like I got the formula. You're weeding through a lot of people that are asking questions, and that's okay. I mean, I'm already answering immediately on eBay, which now I'm not shipping daily, and it's actually feeling good that I actually have until Monday, Tuesday, I have to ship 50 items. Well, that's okay. And if someone reaches out, I say, hey, you know, I'm having to work another job to survive, and that's not working for eBay. I'm not lying. I'm doing something else. So how can I ship immediately? So, and my items aren't immediately needed. You know, I'm selling diapers. I'm not selling, you know, something you might need on a trip. You know, and I have shipped out the same day if someone asks me, like I'm leaving for a trip, and if they're really cool about it, I don't sit on my, oh, I'm sorry, you know, but it all depends on what it is, and I'll compromise. You know, I'm a top-rated seller with 100% positive feedback, and I don't care anymore. I'm waiting for my next negative review just to be like a mark of honor, because this platform is, if you were to see the ranking on eBay and their reviews, you'd be shocked. They would be taken off the platform, because I'm dealing with support people that are not being legit. You got technical issues left and right. So I'm done ranting. I'm making changes. I found a new church. I'm going to live the best life I possibly can. I've made the cuts that I needed to make to get through this. If fourth quarter doesn't improve, it's time for me to move on to a different direction in my reselling business. And at that time, I'll decide if I leave eBay or it just becomes really part-time, 10% of my time, which is okay. I mean, there's so many good flea markets, there's so many good antique malls, I got some of the best inventory in the country right here, one of the wealthiest counties in the country. I can find things that have great value and sell them locally and be okay with it. So they really, they're doing their sellers really no good. They're not, if this is a policy that act like you're a department within their call center, that's a breakdown. That they don't want to even deal with us. They're trying to plow through all their technical issues, make new updates without even, I'm seeing new updates and I don't even know if they're testing it. I think they're using their sellers as beta testers. So sorry for this video. It's gonna be 20 minutes. I'm gonna try to feel better now. Well, you guys, until next time, and I pray there is a next time. Thank you guys, and you have a good day. Please like and subscribe. We need it. We only got 43 subscribers. Probably I could work on that. That'd be nice. Have a good day, guys.